Hi guys, I'm Jordan,
I'm Mara.
and welcome to another episode of Cousin to Cousin Pod. So, we just wanted to give a quick shout out to all the mothers. Mother's Day has just passed. I experienced my first Mother's Day. I know people were telling me like last year, like, oh, happy Mother's Day, but I'm like, I'm really not a mom yet. So,
I feel like it still counted because you were in the process of bearing a child. So I mean,
yeah, but I feel like now it's like,
you weren't in the trenches of motherhood yet.
yeah, now I'm in the trenches of motherhood. And I actually did text your mom and tell her, happy Mother's Day. Thanks for bringing one of my favorite people into the world. So I'm sure she was like,
Yeah, she did actually say she can't believe only one person told her Happy Mother's Day in that cousins chat, but we'll leave that alone.
Yeah, that was
shout out to cousin Eric.
Was it Eric? I didn't even.
Yeah,
that chat is just a lot, but
it's not enough. Actually,
it's a lot, but based on like how little is actually happening.
So. Right.
Yeah. But anyways, happy Mother's Day to all the moms. Hopefully you had a good day. I got on TikTok and I saw some moms were like, and I'm about to return the favor for Father's Day and get the same thing that I got, and it was essentially nothing. And I was like, oh,
the shade.
Yeah. So let's hope that wasn't the case. So every episode, we started off with an ick or something interesting. I'm gonna let you go first today. Okay. Tell us.
My ick is summer related because summer is right around the corner. And like we've stated, we live down south, so it'd be hot and people's toes be out. So, that's why I don't know, your spicy question kind of made me laugh because I was like, okay, well, yeah. My ick / word of advice for the ladies out here. I don't know why it peeves me so much. And there is some specific demographics of people that do this, but it's not even just about that. I think in the summertime, if you're going to choose to wear sandals on a regular basis, your toes should be painted. And I'm going to just leave it at that. I think your toes should be painted.
So you're saying like not just done, but like painted? Because someone might.
Or done, like manicured. Like I don't want to see, like for example, say we go outside or something, and we're at a bar or a lounge or something like that, and you're wearing a pair of heels, and your toes just not painted, not done, not
or like half painted,
chipped, broken. I don't know, but. You don't need to wear open-toed shoes if that's the case. That's just my opinion. I don't like to see it. I don't do it. If my toes are not done, you're not going to catch me wearing sandals. That's just mandatory.
I feel that. I feel like that's like a common courtesy for everyone.
It's bold. I think it's really bold to just want to be outside, crazy toenails.
Yeah, I can definitely see that, especially if your shoes like draw a lot of attention to the toes, or like like you said, a pair of heels is just kind of crazy. So
crazy. Yeah, I want to see it.
I definitely
feel a kid or something, but grown. I said unless you're like a child or something, like like whatever, but like grown women.
No, I feel that. I'm already not like a foot person, so for me, I steer clear. Steer clear of the toes.
I mean, like imagine you host something like at your crib and somebody just has like crazy toes and they wear sandals and then they chose to take their sandals off at your house and walk around just like barefoot. I mean, I'm just thinking like, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's worse when you're out in public, like somewhere, rather than you're like going to someone's house. But I still just have socks and like shoes.
Pack a pair of socks, yeah.
I don't have time clearly to be judged. So by you. No, I typically like to keep my toes done.
Yeah.
I usually have my toes done before I have my nails done, which is kind of backwards, but
I feel like it's not that backwards because you do so much with your hands. It's like you can get your toes done and be good for a decent
yeah,
amount of
for a
time
while.
versus like your hands if you're doing dishes, typing, whatever all day long. Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, and nothing's worse than, like, when you do have, like, long nails and then, like, you hit that fake nail, especially on something,
Yeah,
be ready to cry, like, tears.
literally experiencing that right now. Or I took all my nails off because once I break one or something happens, I take the whole set off. It's over.
It's
But
so painful, it's like, I can't even risk it, but my ick is people like listening to movies or like social media or whatever the case, like even just talking on the phone on speaker. Like you're in a public place, you're sitting there waiting for the airplane, whatever you're doing, and you have your phone on speaker. I can't even take it. It's like or it's like super loud. That goes for like even if you're at someone's house. It's like nobody wants to hear that. Like, I'm sorry. We don't care what you're watching on YouTube Shorts or whatever it is. Like, I don't have time.
yeah, I
But
think it's
you're
just
get some headphones. Like,
there's
I don't.
another etiquette that goes with that. It's like what's going on right
Yeah,
now.
I just think, or like especially a phone call, I think is even crazier. It's like, and yeah, I don't know. I've experienced lately, like on the plane, I've been experiencing that where people are just like, no headphones, just or even like your kid's tablet. I'm sorry, put some headphones on that kid. Like, I don't want to hear that. I'm tired of hearing
Tablets
Bluey.
crazy.
So
No,
that's
I
my
think also in the car with people. Like I've been driving, maybe someone's in my passenger seat, and okay, maybe while I'm driving, they want to scroll on their phone, but it's just like, why is that volume on high? And am I a butthead for turning on the music because I don't want to hear what's going on? I just think it's just etiquette. I think when you're around other people, you should keep what's going on your phone.
I agree with that though. I definitely think it's just kind of like common courtesy. But we know you'll turn that music up. We will be riding in the car yelling at each other because the music is so like, why are we even listening to music at this point? Screaming over the music. So
Don't even need it.
so I do have an update for everybody on the Mira dates portion of our pod. I did get an inquiry. So I am working that out because it is actually long distance. So don't know how we feel about that. So it's either they're going to have to fly you out for this date, or they're going to have to fly in for the date. So I'm working on the logistics of that, but it is in the works.
Okay, a long distance. Do you guys think that Jordan should flash the picture of this individual right now?
You said you wanted
Do
to
we
go on,
even entertain it because it's
but
long distance?
you said
Or
you wanted it to be blind.
yeah, I did. No, I'm just joking.
So
But do we even entertain the idea of something long distance after we just discussed how?
that's true. That is true. I
I
mean,
mean,
but it's like you could just go on the date,
and see what
see
the
what the
vibe
vibes
is.
are, and then go from there, you know?
True. I'm like thinking,
Yeah, I know you're thinking like, but it's like,
like,
what if you don't even vibe? And then,
right. And I'm worried about locations and stuff.
you're right, exactly. One step at a time, one step at a time.
Okay. Well, sounds good, but that does also sound like, it'll be a minute before I'm actually able to go on that date and provide you guys feedback, but I have to
Yeah.
keep an open mind.
So everyone else, the DMs are open. Send us the referrals. I'll be here vetting them.
Yeah, it's to that point in life. But no, I'm excited. Hopefully there's more to come on that. Yeah, because we'd like to see things start to sync up.
We would like to see some progress there, guys.
Yeah. So thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks
jump
to
right
our
in.
5 listeners. Just reach into your resources,
Yeah,
coworker,
tapping in.
you know, whatever it takes. Okay. Well, that was a great update. Thanks, Jordan.
I try.
Thanks, Jordan. And I think that would kind of lead us to our next just segment of this. We really just wanted to get back into the swing of things, you guys getting reacquainted with Jordan and I. And we want to play a little game called Cousin Code and just sort of chat about it. And between the two of us, we both came up with a few scenarios that we want to know, is this cousin code or not?
Or
And
is it a violation?
yes. And so if you guys want to chime in on what are some strict cousin codes amongst you and your own cousins, that would be great. So then we could also take those into considerations and start implementing it with our own cousins, or we can have open dialogue about it. So are you ready, Jordan?
I'm ready.
Okay. So, you want to go first or you want me to go
You
first?
go first.
Okay. My first cousin code question is, a family member calls. Just follow me. Okay. A family member calls and tells you something that needs not to be shared with anyone else. Do you still tell your favorite cousin or not? Or does it depend on the family member that called and shared the hot tea?
I mean, it's like almost when I answer this, I'm outing.
What is he thinking? Are we outing ourselves?
So it's like,
Is it a violation or not? A cousin code violation? Because
I mean, I think that's hard because I was gonna say I think it's known that like we're gonna share with each other, but I don't know. I guess I'm gonna say it's not a violation, but
should I reword it? Because I don't want it to sound like anything that's shared is just.
yeah. I mean, but I would say that I
But I
think
mean, something that.
what were you saying? You were like reword. You're saying should you reword it?
I was saying I should just reword it because it's like obviously something that's like shareable, like not.
Yeah, nothing crazy, crazy. No,
Yeah, like
and that's what I'm
nothing
saying. Like, I
overly
think
personal
that
or something like that. Like,
I don't think it's like violating the code. I don't think it's violating the code.
you think sharing is not violating the code?
Yeah, I mean, unless it's like real
Yeah,
vault energy.
yeah, it would have to be real, real
Real
fault.
vault energy. But it's like I also think there's levels to that because it depends on how close you and your cousin are. But I think like we have a different level of closeness where like we know things that like other family members don't even know or just whatever. So
Right,
it's like if you're not telling me, I'm offended at this point because
right.
the way our family works is it's gonna get around. So
No, for
you better
sure.
tell me before someone else tells me.
And yeah, maybe I could just be preventing that. Okay, you go.
Okay, so my cousin is this a cousin code violation? And it's kind of more so like what is the acceptable amount of time that you wait for a response, like to a text, to a call, to whatever, like to get back to your cousin? Like, is it a violation to go 24 hours? Like, what is the expectation there before it's a violation of getting back to that person, to that cousin?
I feel slightly shaded. I'm gonna
No,
keep
it
it
wasn't even.
banned. I'm gonna keep it a band.
No, it wasn't even any shade.
But I think it depends on the severity of the conversation. If they just drop some news on you and you take 24 hours to say anything back, that is definitely a violation. If it's like just casual, any type of conversation, then I don't know if that's really like violating.
But I also
But
feel like what's any type of conversation, you know?
I mean, like,
Because you're saying
you
like,
want to know what I'm having for dinner, and I don't even know what I'm having for dinner yet. And then I
but it's
forgot
like
to
if you
text you
respond in
back.
24 hours.
Yeah, because then I read it at like noon, forgot, and then 24 hours later, I'm like, oh man, hey, actually for dinner I had this. Like, I feel like that's not a violation. But if you text me something like, hey, did this, or this, and it's like important, and then I just blatantly like saw it, didn't say nothing, I think that's like different. Like the magnitude of the combo.
I think like, yeah, I guess it is it also it's like, okay, like if we're going somewhere, in however many hours and you're not responding, like
Yeah,
whatever.
obviously.
But yeah, so I guess it is the magnitude. But I would say like 24 hours maximum for whatever it is. I think it's like
Then it's violation.
then it's violation. But I mean, I also violate that rule, I would say. But I just think like in 24 hours, why couldn't you
Have
respond?
said anything, right?
Because
Right.
you're definitely on your phone. You know what I mean? Like this
Right.
nowadays, like it's not like you're not home, as one of our uncles would say. Like, I didn't know if you were home or not. So
He's calling the house phone.
yeah, like nobody's calling that house phone nowadays. So it's a violation.
Okay. I guess I can vote with the fact that it's a violation, but I think it's a violation within reason of what the conversation's entailing. But I'm guilty for sure. I don't be texting back. I don't be texting back. It's not y'all.
She texts back when she's like on a roll with something she wants to say, then she's got all these things to say, and then she'll be calling, talk about did you see what I said? But then it's like on the flip side, that 24 hours has been violated for sure. So
Or it's like more than just one person hits me up and I just be overwhelmed. So then I have to like go back, and it could just be treating it like my emails. I'm mass responding back to everyone, like all the conversations I missed in this window of time. And boom, after that, um,
she's acting like everybody else only is texting her, like they're not talking to other people as well.
I mean,
We're just not here for it, essentially. We're not buying it. So
people have lives. I think
I
I
mean, I
think
don't really care about anyone else. I mean, just as long as,
as I'm abiding by that, which yeah, I could do better, but yeah, I've been exhausted mentally. But yeah, I think when it trickles into other places too, is like, I also don't be responding back to the TikToks. Like, and then it's like, don't respond back to the TikToks, don't respond back to the tags, don't respond back to the DM.
But then she's sending me 7 messages on Instagram, and it's like,
Because that's my window of time to be on
and then
Instagram.
it's like, and I already seen these videos. I sent them to her 6 weeks ago on TikTok, but it's like,
Right.
how'd you open them? So yeah,
I would have known. Yeah.
she's definitely violating
The cousin
the cousin
code.
communication code for sure.
Okay. I'm like almost know what your next cousin code one's going to be. But okay, I
No,
will
I
think.
don't think you do.
Oh, okay.
I think I was gonna go there, but I'm not going there.
Thank gosh, because I honestly don't have time for you to go there.
But actually, I don't know. I don't know.
You don't
We'll
have
see.
to.
No, I'm just wondering what you thought I was gonna say, but
Oh, okay. I mean, it can be shared offline too. Like,
yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Go with your next
okay.
one.
My next question is it cousin violation or cousin code to attend an event, a family function, knowing that the other cousin's not going to be there. And I think when you think about this, there's a couple of things I want you to keep in mind. Like, if one cousin goes and the other doesn't, that cousin that does go can get all the tea and report back. Or B, that person's going to go and you guys are supposed to show up as a united front. So is it a violation to go without your other cousin or not?
I think it just depends on like what the function is that we're talking about. Like if it's something where it's like I'm not going unless you're going to be there, then it's like I don't even want to be there anyways.
Right.
But I do hear you on like they're going to get the tea. So I don't think it's a violation, but I do think you have to give the play by play once you're, back from wherever it is
Once
you're
you
going.
reconnect.
Yeah, for sure. Like you need to give the update. So I don't
Okay.
know. But nobody wants to go anywhere unless their favorite cousin is going to be there anyways. That's just like how it goes.
I think it's just the norm.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like you got to hit them with the are you going to this?
Right. And then you get there and people are just asking you, oh, where's the other cousin? Because they're so used to this.
Yeah,
Like,
for
so,
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
Okay. My last one. Is it a violation of cousin code if your cousin broke up with their significant other and you're still friends with them on social media?
Yes.
so if
I
you
think yes.
if they but it's like then is that more awkward then to like unfollow them too?
I think it depends on the magnitude of the breakup, which I know we're like, okay, how severe are all of these things? But I think if the breakup was, first of all, like, was the significant other immersed in the family? Like, did they kick it with the family? Do they know the family well enough, or are they just adding the family just because they've had a couple of phone calls here and there? Or is it like, oh, I've met this family member, we've kicked it, I've attended functions, I've had a rapport with them, and now we've broken up? Like that type of level? Or is it just like, sometimes with Facebook or Instagram, oh, I know that's my significant, well, I don't do this, but I'm saying
No, I don't.
sometimes people do that and it's like they're just adding you because they know that you're part of the family type of thing, versus like we really met each other in person and know. So I think if it's that, and I think if your cousin expresses to you that they're no longer with someone, I think it's cousin code to just severing those connections.
Yeah. I guess I also think like you said, it depends on how things ended too. Like, does your cousins are they still friends with the person?
Right.
But I don't know, like, and maybe this is just like a question. Is it weird to add that person on social media? Like I've never like add people's people per se, just because I think like, do they think that's weird? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like
I think it's initiated by the person. Like if one of our cousins is dating someone and the person they're dating tries to add us, I think that's different than us going seeking out and adding them,
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's cousin violation though, especially if the cousin shares with you, oh, we're not together anymore and this is why, and then they share why and it's like not a good reason why, and it's like
Yeah.
you should not continue to communicate with this person, but then you're still communicating, or not even communicating, but just following, friending.
And then sometimes they just unfriend you and you're like, "Whoa. What happened there?"
Collateral damage. Collateral damage.
And I definitely unfollow. I'm like, "Bye."
They didn't they didn't unfriend everybody though, so
Which is
they
crazier,
were
but
selective.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
But it's like I'm trying not to be offended by it because whatever.
it was collateral damage.
Yeah.
You're unfortunately like automatic collateral damage for anybody intertwined with
Yeah, I don't even add anybody at this point. I
Right.
think I'm only friends with one person.
Yeah.
That was a whole thing, so
Yeah.
I didn't even want to be friends
I
with any
actually
of them.
there's still people still friends with that person, and I'm not really sure if we'll ever be, but I don't press it. Like I've had like cousins say, "Please go like unfollow this person or stop responding," you know. And I think like, okay, I respect that. I'm not gonna be like, no, like they were cool as heck.
Yeah,
Like
that's weird. That's
I'm not
definitely a
gonna do
violation.
that. I'm
That's
just
a
gonna
violation.
go unfollow because I don't care or unfriend. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's just never that deep, so it's just like whatever. But I
Right.
have had to block people before. 'Cause
Yeah.
so, yeah. But I think those are some good, like, are they cousin code or cousin violation? But I want to hear from the people too of like certain things. So I think some cousins can be messier, which is what I find interesting too. Because I think like I am gonna speak from like it's not one of our cousins, but it is a cousin situation. Um, the cousin was like upset because people were still like going to this person for like their place of business. They were still like going there. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, like we broke up, like da, 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 why would you do that?" But then that cousin that was saying that is still like best friends with another cousin's ex and like commenting on all of their stuff and like doing the best. So it's just like kind of to me, I was thinking like that's kind of fake, honestly, because it's like you want them to hold this certain standard for you, but you're not like upholding that same standard. So I'm
Yeah.
interested to see what people think.
Yeah. I think reciprocation is definitely key.
For sure. It's like cousin code is kind of like girl code, but just a little bit deeper.
Yeah. A little bit deeper. And it's like, it could be with a guy cousin or a girl cousin. Like, you know, it's not just gender specific or
Yeah,
brother, sister. Like, yeah. So
for sure.
there's definitely that piece.
Definitely. Well, I feel like you should tell them about the new segment we're adding on to the pod, courtesy your new segment.
Yes. Okay. So some of you guys may not know this, but some of you guys may actually be aware that I do work in a retail setting. And in that, I'm just constantly around not just clothing, but beauty products, colognes, perfumes, just skincare, all of the above. And so we are going to be starting a new segment where we are shouting out any type of new products that we are utilizing. We'll do like one product a week, each Jordan and I, and just share, hopefully put you guys onto something. You guys can try it and let us know what you thought about it. And we'll also start sharing the link to these products inside of our descriptions for the episode if you want to go look at them, purchase them, or just whatever the case is, read more about it. So without further ado, we're going to.
Want you guys to glow up too.
Yes. Yeah, I
No, but also
do
tell us like your favorite stuff too, because we're always open to,
to try something.
Yeah.
Be skincare, hair care, makeup. Like, I really want to challenge myself this year to get a little more into not like wearing makeup because I want to just like cake, you know, a lot of product on my face. Not that, and no shade to anyone that has the time to do those things, but I do want to just establish a routine of just like a soft glam look. Like, it's not over the top. It's not too much to take off at the end of the night, but it still adds a layer of just like vibrance. I really want to work on mastering that this year. So that's where I'm at. And now we're going to actually share our products.
You can go first.
Okay, cool. I was going to say, do you have it? So the product that I'm choosing to just chat with you guys about. Oh, okay, cool. I was like, yay. The product I'm choosing to chat with you guys about is called Chardonnay Oil, and I'm just guessing the brand is Vacation. Or
You don't know the brand.
no, because okay, hear me out. Because I have been using it, and I'm definitely excited to utilize this week. Because in Houston, it's going to be like in the 70s. But basically, this Chardonnay oil, it literally leaves your skin so glowy and smooth when you put it on. I utilized it this weekend, like before I went outside on a run, and yes, I got like a little
Full
sweat.
body. It's like for
Yes,
your whole body.
yeah, you can put it on your full body, and a little goes a long way because it's oil. So it's like this is kind of actually considered a full size bottle. So yes, a little goes a long way, and you can put it on your face. I wouldn't go crazy on your face. I literally just do like my cheeks, like nose area, forehead, and then yep, your arms, chest, like anywhere, legs, and literally you'll be glistening. So I'm excited to utilize it
And
and
it has SPF in it, so it's basically like. So is it
sunscreen.
also helping you tan a little bit or no? Because like obviously
Um,
oil.
Yeah, it's helping you tan, but shout out to the SPF piece because a lot of people, I think, I know there's just this ongoing battle with like if you should wear sunscreen, if you shouldn't, but if you really care about your facial like skin, you should definitely have SPF on your face. If you put SPF anywhere else on your body, it should be your face. And this oil is going to do that for you. And I would do this at the end of your routine in the morning. So whatever skincare routine you do in the morning, before you go out into the sun for the day, I would just put a few drops of this over your face as your sunscreen and additional glow, especially if you like a
Um,
dewy look.
what is the scent profile of it? What does it smell like?
It's really not heavily scented. It's like a little fresh, but it's just all natural oils. So I mean, it doesn't have a strong scent at all.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's
I can.
actually at Target, Ulta. I really got mine online because I recently signed up for like a subscription to try different products. So this was one of the products, and now I'm advocating for it because I've enjoyed it so far. So yeah, but I did see you can also purchase it at Target, Ulta, in that group, probably at other places too. But yes,
Yeah. Okay. I might have to try it out. We'll see.
yeah, I might get you a bottle just like at it so
She
you can.
won't, guys, but it's okay.
That's not true.
She won't, but she's gonna say that on here. So
Jordan's being expert right now.
okay, so I guess it's time for me to share my products. So um I'm with you. Like I really don't like to do a whole lot when it comes to the makeup piece, but I really want to have good skin, healthy skin, like clear skin, all the things. And so my product is by Circadia and it's called AquaPorin. And this is like the best hydrator I've ever used
Ooh.
ever. Like I can't
I mean, do
even.
you have it on your face right now? Because your skin
Yeah.
looks really clear.
I actually no, I don't have it on my face right now. I was gonna say yeah, but I use it at nighttime. You can use it during the day, but I use it at nighttime. Um, and that's what I use before bed. So like I wash my face, I do like my serum or whatever at night, and then sometimes I'll use like a clearing spray and then I put this on and it's just like I can't even explain it, but once you try it, I feel like you can't use anything else. Like drugstore things just feel you're like, "Wait, what is this?" And I have a love-hate relationship with it because this is, like, not very much, it's very expensive, but I feel like it is something that I will use forever just because I love it so much, and it's good for all skin types, like, whether you have sensitive skin, aging skin, like, oily skin, like, it's just acne prone, it is, I feel like, good for everybody, and so, unfortunately, you can only get it from an esthetician that carries it. I can point
Mhm.
you in the direction of someone who does carry it if you wanted to get it, if you guys are interested in it. You can get it online, but you do need, like, an esthetician license, basically, so you'd have to have someone,
Ooh.
um, order it for you, so it is not super accessible, but it is just something that I love. So, I recommend it to everybody. They also have other like products from this brand that I love that you may see like in the coming episodes, but like if I had to have one product for the rest of my life, this would probably be
Oh, wow. And it's crazy that it's that exclusive. It's like, okay, I have to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody to
Yeah, I
get
mean,
it. But
unfortunately, yeah, it just because it is like professional grade, that is why. But I think that it's worth it. So
right. But you know somebody.
I do, yeah. So I can point y'all in the direction
Okay.
if you need it. My esthetician is like one of the best people ever because I feel like you gotta have someone who keeps it real with you, like when you're doing these kinds of things, and when it comes to like skincare, and so he'll keep it real with you.
Yeah.
I can't even lie to him and be like, I did this or that, and he'll be like, no, you did not. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
if y'all are
always
interested,
knowledgeable.
let me know.
Nice. I'm interested in trying that. I'm like
Maybe
trying.
I'll get you some, and then
That's what I was getting at. Like, you know someone. So I was just thinking, like, we
yeah, maybe I can get you some for
could, yeah.
your birthday's coming up. So
Is it? Wow.
it is.
Yeah, put it in that bag because I will say I don't want another pair of socks or.
Not the socks are under. The shade is crazy because those are our inside jokes.
Yeah, no, I'm just messing with
So,
you.
but I won't. It's crazy because her nephew gets her socks every
No, and I
time,
love them.
every chance he can get because he's turning them up every chance he can get. So
He's actually not going after the socks lately, though. That I think that was like his puppy phase for sure. He's like
yeah, he's
showed out
getting
with
older
socks.
now.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't
He's
have
getting
to,
older
and I
now.
like left socks around, and I was thinking, oh crap, I hope it was. And then I came home and they like weren't, you know.
It was the shoes he went for. It's because you showed too much, like you gave the shoes too much importance.
Yeah, no, he definitely clocks things like that. Like
He does, yeah.
he's calculated.
But yeah, so I won't be giving her anything like that this year. Clearly, have to give her some AquaPorin. Oh, or I'll be hearing about it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well, you guys, I don't know, like some of you who follow me on Instagram know that this whole like spicy questions, spicy opinions thing I've been doing for a long time now. I think I brought it back like or started it during COVID, and then I like brought it back. And so like periodically I'll post like for people to drop questions on my story of like their unpopular spicy opinions. And so now we're kind of just adding that here to the pod. So if there is like a spicy or unpopular opinion that you have that you want us to answer, let us know. But I'm getting ready to ask one today. So I want to know, and this is like, I guess we'll see how controversial this will be. My answer is kind of controversial, but what's your least favorite holiday and why?
Um, that's a good question. And I think it's spicy because you probably also don't want to sound rude depending on what your least favorite holiday is. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think one of my least favorite holidays would be like a basic one that's kind of, you know.
I mean, it's supposed to be a spicy or
Yeah,
unpopular.
like a St.
So
Patrick's Day or something like.
that's
Oh,
your least
yeah,
favorite?
they work. I mean, like, I like it because I guess, get to wear green.
I feel like St. Patrick's Day is a drinking holiday, and I feel like people use
Yeah.
it as an excuse to just get faded, and it's like, for me, I've never been, like, a big St. Patrick's Day person,
Yeah,
so
I just think like beer pubs and like rainbows and
yeah.
green. But yeah, I would say like it would be. I don't want to call St. Patrick's Day insignificant, but it would be a holiday that's not super
You
significant.
wouldn't miss it.
Yeah, like St. Patrick's Day, Memorial Day, like something. Not that we don't want to honor the vets, but yeah, something like that. I would say is like my least favorite. And you actually don't even get a day off from work on St. Patrick's Day. So it's probably St. Patrick's Day. Sorry, guys.
Okay, mine is a little more like, I don't know. Okay, mine's a little more controversial because I feel like this is like a big one, but I just wouldn't. I don't love Thanksgiving. And I know
Mm,
that's probably crazy to some people because that's like some people's favorite holidays, like Thanksgiving, but like I feel like it's just like we're just getting together to eat. And
yeah.
I'm just like, what are we even celebrating at this point? I know we've tried to spin it to be like, we're just so thankful. So now let's eat this turkey. But it's like, for me, I don't know. I would not be sad if we didn't have Thanksgiving. I'm also not a big like Thanksgiving person when it comes to like, okay, I don't mind Thanksgiving, but then I feel like a lot of people turn around and have that same food for Christmas. And it's just like, we just had that. I want to like switch it up, do something different. I don't know. It's just not my favorite.
Yeah, I get that. And I can also see it's like everything that goes into Thanksgiving and Christmas. But I mean, just speaking on Thanksgiving, it's like the grocery store burnout, the preparation, the all this, the leftovers packed in your fridge. It's like the overconsumption that happens during Thanksgiving is
Yeah,
definitely something that could turn someone off too.
for sure. Yeah. I don't know. It just feels like we're doing a lot for what, really? I don't know.
I guess to come together with your family, but I guess it's like you could do that without having to have a giant turkey or ham and do
Yeah.
all of this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Well, yeah, that's my thoughts. We want to know too what your least favorite holiday is. So drop it down below.
Nice. Okay, I feel like that's kind of bringing us to time. I don't know if you have any last tidbits. I did have just like one thing that I wanted to touch on. That's just like life update vibes. But
Give us that update.
okay, life update vibes. I actually meant to like share this at the beginning of the episode, but forgot. And right now, you guys, I am on day 5 of a just social media fast slash like just cleansing. I'm hoping I can go a full 40 days without like having to utilize Instagram. I actually do still have a TikTok, but my goal is to not be on it. And I have like deactivated my Instagram because I just feel like sometimes it can be something that's keeping me up at night, or if I get stuck in the trance of just scrolling. And now that I have done that, I've noticed how many times throughout the day, because I also work from home, right? So it's like I also notice how many times throughout the day I pick up my phone to just like tap and try to scroll, and not having the access is it's been rather peaceful. I'm not gonna lie. I do like it. Like I recently had a friend tell me, I know like we don't want to talk about this on the pod. I just want to say this now, but you know, all the Diddy stuff that's going on right now. She basically was reading me like a rundown of what Cassie was saying in court. And I'm like, these are all things I would have probably just seen and consumed while being on Instagram if I was on Instagram right now. And I'm not. And I'm just like so glad that I can just live vicariously through people for now when it
It
comes.
is nice, I
Yeah,
will say, I'm
it
sure.
feels good. And I've
I
never
know.
done this before. I know sometimes people do it like, you know, a few like every other month or something, or just do a little detox from socials. And I've never been a type of person to do that because I've never been like, oh, I'm addicted to social media or this. But it's like really, I've noticed myself being too zoned into my phone in moments where I could be interacting with others or being more present. So it's just a way for me to try to reconnect with, you know, peace of mind and not give the phone so much validity in my life.
It's smart. I'm interested to hear like when your 40 days is up, like what changes you've noticed or what things you're going to implement going forward with social media. So we'll
Yeah,
be here to hear about it.
thank you. That's my good.
Well, you guys have survived another episode of Cousin to Cousin Pod. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, follow us on social media, and we'll see you guys again next week.